I know you clicked on this video because you're probably wondering, I thought working remotely should be flexible. So why do you moms and dads need nannies or extra help in handling work and your little ones all at the same time? Honey, you are right. Remote jobs are very flexible. But in today's video, I want to break down why I feel like this has been a misconception for a very, very long time. I want to show you that having an extra hand as a parent who is working remotely is not a luxury, it's a necessity. But before that, YouTube tells me that 90% of those who are watching my video are not yet subscribed. Please, if you're among this bracket, now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. My name is Esther and I create content about remote work, my own experiences as a parent, and also as an executive assistant. So in today's video, I just want to break down for you the reason as to why I feel like being a parent who works from home, you need that nanny, you need an extra help. I want people to understand why this is very important, and I really hope that this helps you or helps someone that you know, someone who is close to you. Okay. Right. So my number one point in this one is the child needs attention. And I want to talk about parents with kids under the age of 4 years. Honestly, these kids, they need attention. They need affection. They still need to be cared for, to be pampered. And I want you to imagine you're seated, you need to meet a deadline, maybe with your design work, and you only have an hour left for you to submit. And your 3 year old, your 4 year old is all around you. He or she wants you to play with them or to sing with them. This brings a lot of anxiety. And I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes you can be really tempted to pinch this child or, just flag them, and it's not a good thing, or to ignore them. They will really feel hurt. So kids of this age, they really need attention. They need reassurance. And that's where a nanny comes in. That's where delegation is very, very powerful. So imagine having an extra hand, and this nanny will help soothe them to bed, will sing that song for them when you cannot, or play around with them. That does not mean that you do not care. It just shows that you are showing care differently. Okay. My next point is you don't want to lose your mind over chores. And let's be honest here, chores can kill you, can swallow you alive. And I always say there's no medal to wanting to be everywhere in your house, wanting to do all the chores by yourself. There is no medal for that. You need to breathe. You need help. You need help. You can't be doing laundry and cleaning and cooking and still sit down and handle your child with the same sanity and still deliver at work. It is never gonna be possible. So having a nanny or a helper around, it just gives you a breather. It gives you some peace, and you feel like you can even interact with your child at your best of moods. You can play around with them because you know that someone is taking care of other things, not that you're not able to, but just because it's fine to delegate. Okay, because you're also working, you also need energy to deliver on if you on the expectations that comes with your job. All right, so let's move to the next point is, and especially for solo parents, you still need your social life. Yes, You still need your social life. Working remotely doesn't mean that you need to be isolating yourself 7 out of 7 days a week. No, you still need love again. You still need to go out for dates. You still need to cultivate those friendships, rebuild those friendships, step out without feeling guilty. You need that. You need that. You deserve a social life. You do. You do. It will make you breathe. It will make you come back and interact with your child with a new energy. You know, it will make you meet friends, keep friends. Sometimes in adulthood, it's so easy to lose friendship, by the way, especially when you don't show up as you should. So yeah, try and do that. Try and do that. You need a social life. You need a breather and an extra help, a nanny. They will help you go outside knowing that your child is in good hands. They will be taken care of. They will have food. Yeah, just find someone who is great. I know that nannies are not trusted these days, but you can try and find someone, either someone who just comes and goes in the evening, or someone who stays in your house. It's even better that way. Or even someone who comes in twice a week, thrice a week, whichever way. Just to know that you need a social life. You need to step out with that your beautiful dress, or in that your beautiful suit, because I know that working from home also, you don't always wear your best clothes. So yeah, you need a social life. And one that is very close to my heart, and this is going to be my last point, is your child needs developmental support. And I'm not even going to lie to you. My child's speech delayed. Yes. And I was forced to take her to school at 2.5 years, just to go interact with other kids, so that she can develop speech. And just as I mentioned, when you are working from home and you do not have help, it's so difficult to even communicate with your child. So what I could do back then was, I could expose her to gadgets, give her cartoons to watch. And what does this do to your child? It is not going to be a conversation. So cartoons, what happens is, it feeds, they listen to it, but they don't respond to it. But what happens when a child is exposed to an environment that where he or she can have a conversation, so they speak and she is able to respond. So my child's speech delayed because I was not giving her attention. Sometimes I had deadlines to meet. I just needed my quiet. I needed my peace. I could lock her in my bedroom, give her whatever she needed. There's a time I even moved my TV from my sitting room to my bedroom, so that she has everything that she wants. I taught her how to operate a remote. So she did all that, had my phone with her, so that I can just stay and work. That did not help her at all. It's so dangerous to expose a child to such things at a very young age. So that's why you really need help. You need a nanny. It helps with interaction, with playing, with talking, with asking questions. The child's speech will slowly develop. All right. So when you're busy, when you're not able to handle, motherhood and remote work, I know it's very, very hectic. Please just find extra help. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that now you're not there for your child. It just means that you're offering your care and you love differently. And whenever you can, please always interact with them, play with them as much as you can. But when you are at work, because we also need to keep this job, we need to pay bills, we need to take care of the needs of this child financially. So it doesn't mean that you're a bad parent. You are a good parent. You are doing great. And if you are a solo parent who have watched this up to this point, or you are a husband and your wife is working remotely, just know that they need support. They still need help. They can't be working and still run around taking care of your children. Thank you so much for staying with us up to this point of the video. If you haven't subscribed, once again, please hit the subscribe button and see you in the next video. Bye.